actually an effort by the European Union to put structure around how we can help to train and upskill the Ukrainian military to ensure that they can protect themselves back at home in Ukraine from Russian aggression. You know, Ireland has niche skill sets that I think can be useful in terms of that training, particularly around managing explosives, counter IED, and there are unfortunately many thousands of landmines placed across Ukraine, which I hope Ireland can be part of helping to train Ukrainian military to deal with safely, to try to prevent the kind of horrific injuries that many civilians and indeed military personnel could suffer if that demining program isn't active and successful. Ireland does have expertise in this area. We've been involved in an EU training mission in Mali, for example, specifically around demining, and in other parts of the world. So we think we can offer niche skill sets that are helpful to Ukraine, particularly in that space.
And is there any concern that kind of cooperation increases risk for potential hybrid attacks on Irish infrastructure that we're not currently equipped to defend?
I don't think so. Our role here is about trying to help to end this conflict and trying to help Ukraine to defend themselves while it continues, and trying to help in the aftermath of this conflict Ukraine to deal with the ongoing impact of a conflict in a post-conflict situation. Demining is a good example of that. So no, I think Ireland has been very consistent from the very outset of this conflict. Russia is the aggressor here. They are the ones breaking international law. They are the ones breaching the UN Charter. They are the ones that need to end this conflict by leaving Ukrainian territory and resorting to political dialogue rather than military muscle. And until that happens, we need to support Ukraine as a country trying to defend itself and its own people.
And just finally, do you have any frustration that it's taken so long for an agreement to come on a price cap or some reform to the energy markets? I mean, we're talking about it not even being in place in time for this winter at this point.
Well, look, we don't know that an energy cap will happen, but there are many things that will happen, I think, in terms of solidarity and support in the energy space. We've already had a budget a few weeks ago in Ireland that committed an extra 11 billion euros in terms of trying to support families, over the next year or so. But at a European level, we do know that we're going to see effectively a levy of energy companies that have supernormal profits at the moment because of the massive increased price of gas, and that money will be redistributed to try and support families and businesses to get through this period. But look, this is primarily a focus for the energy ministers and prime ministers, and I hope at the end of this week, when leaders meet, we'll be able to make progress on this issue.
Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you.